I'm Holly, and this is Santa's post office. I've worked here for a real long time, but I still get excited every year at Christmas. All the letters that you send to Santa come right through this post office, and we make sure they get to Santa personally. We open every letter, and we mark it with this special stamp so that Santa knows the letters are extra important. Lots of people stop by here, too, and you'll get to meet some of them. And I have a helper. He's my best friend, but don't tell him I told you that. A punk elf. He's a little bit different. Like, he wears real crazy clothes, and he's got the wildest ideas about everything. Well, instead of working in Santa's toy shop like the rest of the elves, he was always busy reading the letters that you send to Santa Claus. So Santa thought it might be best if he came and worked here, right in Santa's post office, so that Punkle can read your letters even before Santa does. Well, I think I hear him now.
Hi, Holly.
Hi, Punkle. What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I guess I seem to have made sort of a mess, haven't I?
Or what else is new? What are you doing?
Well, I'm creating.
Give me a little hint. Creating what?
I'm inventing a direct satellite hookup to Santa himself. Takes a genius to do something like that, you know.
A satellite dish to Santa, Mr. Genius?
Yes, affirmative, absolutely correct, to the big ass himself. Not only will I be able to talk to Santa, I'll be able to see him as well. I'll be famous. I'll go down in history. Everyone will know the name of Punkle.
I can see it now. A Punkle fan club. Maybe even T-shirts.
You got that right.
Hey, Punkle, I know that if your satellite works, you'll share it with the rest of us, won't you? I mean, I could talk to Santa, and the boys and girls could see him, too.
If? What do you mean if it works? You mean when it works? And yeah, I'll share. But of course, I'll be able to talk to him first, since I'll be the genius who invented it. If it works. Holly, I promise you, before Christmas, I'll have it built. And not only will you be able to talk to Santa, you'll be able to see him. Not only do I promise, but I guarantee it.
Some genius, huh? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Boy, there sure are a lot of letters for Santa today. Did you mail yours yet, Punkle?
Holly, don't you remember? I'm going to talk to Santa personally on my satellite dish.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Hi, Holly. Hi, Punkle. Just wanted to mail this letter home in time for Christmas.
Why, if it isn't Penelope Downs. We were just going to take a break and have some Christmas cookies. Would you like to join us?
Sure, that'd be nice.
Okay, I'll go get them. I'll be right back.
Gee, you look kind of sad, Penelope. What's the matter?
Well, this is the first time I'm going to be away from home for Christmas. And I'm afraid it just doesn't feel like Christmas at all.
You sound homesick, Penelope. Believe it or not, I was homesick too when I first got here. Well, all my old friends were still at the North Pole, and I'd only just met Holly. I was sad too.
It's awful to be away from your friends, isn't it?
Well, I'm your friend, Penelope, and I'm just about the bestest, most funniest friend you could ever have in the whole world, yeah?
Yeah, you and Holly are my friends, but it's not the same.
Well, sure it is.
It can be. Weren't your old friends new friends once, just like us?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But what did you do that first Christmas when you were homesick?
Well, Holly and I talked about friends like we just did, and then she read me this story. Made me feel real good. It was about having a special Christmas no matter where you are. You know, Holly's my very best friend, but don't tell her I told you that. Hey, I bet Holly would read that story to you. Do you think it's worth a try?
Sure. Hey, Punkle, I'm glad you are my friend.
Here we go, you two.
Hi, Holly.
Hi.
Hey, Holly, do you remember that Christmas story you read to me when I first got here?
Sure, that's a great idea, Punkle. I have it right here, I think, underneath the counter. Ah, here it is. Okay, now start putting on a happy face and think happy. Well, this is a rotten time for traveling, Billy thought, as he pressed his face against the window pane in the airplane. In the seat beside Billy sat his dad, who was in the Army and reporting to a new duty station in a foreign country. Well, Billy was used to traveling with his father, but this time it was especially bad because it was just a few days before Christmas. Come on, son, Billy's father said, as he grabbed their bags and got off the plane. Billy trailed behind. This was the first time he would be away from his grandparents, his cousins, and his friends for the holidays. He thought about the cookies his grandma always used to bake. Billy and his dad went to a little hotel that December 23rd. The tiny hotel accepted the two of them as a favor. Usually they were closed during Christmas, but Mr. and Mrs. Hines just couldn't turn them away. Well, Billy's dad had to report to work right away, so Billy had to stay alone in the hotel. He kept thinking about Christmas at home and all the people he missed. He just sat and stared out the window, feeling pretty lonely. Soon, Billy smelled something good, something that reminded him of home. He went downstairs, and Mrs. Hines was baking Christmas cookies. He told her about how his grandma made cookies, too, and then Mrs. Hines and Billy decorated the cookies together. Mr. Hines came in with a Christmas tree, and Billy helped him put it up. The kind old man told Billy about how they put candles on their tree, and then he told him stories about old-fashioned Christmases he'd had when he was a little boy. Well, Billy showed Mr. and Mrs. Hines how to string popcorn and cranberries for their Christmas tree, just like he'd done at home. They spent the whole afternoon talking and making special things for Christmas. When Billy's dad got home, he was surprised to find the whole hotel decorated for Christmas, and a big smile on Billy's face. Together with the hotel owners, Billy and his dad spent the evening singing Christmas carols. They were the same songs, only in 2 different languages. It was really beginning to feel like Christmas. The next day was Christmas, and Billy and his dad spent the day with their new friends. Billy didn't have time to feel homesick because he and his new friends were having so much fun together. When Billy went to bed that night, he was happy. It wasn't Christmas like home, but it still felt good. Mr. and Mrs. Hines made him smile and laugh. And even more important, Billy was able to make his new friends smile and laugh too.
Wow, I never knew there were so many ways you could make Christmas special right where you are. And new friends are fun, too. I'm going to start making Christmas plans right now. Hey, Punkle, you want to help? Friend?
Sure, friend. Come on, let's go.
Well, that little story always seems to do the trick.
Say, boys and girls, if you'd like to write to Santa, write to Santa's Post Office, AFN Europe, APO 09757. That's Santa's Post Office, AFN Europe, APO 09757.
Hi, this is my favorite part of the day, when Punkle and I close up the post office for the night, and we get to read the letters that you write to Santa. Do you have some letters there, Punkle?
Oh, Holly, we have a bunch of letters.
Oh,
a lot of
hi.
boys and girls have been writing. I got a lot of letters from Letitia Watson, Timothy and Travis Davis, May Ermel, Philip Reynolds, Haley Fishburne sent us a
Yeah.
nice letter. And we got Tina Robb's letter, Todd Livingston, Kurt Lucero, Tom Foy, Nathan Lamb.
I remember his.
Oh, his was a nice one.
Yeah.
Danielle Baldwin, Ben Stover, Brandy Don Cobus, Sean Stafford, Alvin Dewey. And also we got one from Jenny Lynn Turner. The Roller Kids sent us a letter.
Theirs were nice.
Dale Codner, Richard Strong, and Dwayne White. Those were just off the top of the bag. We got a lot more.
Yeah, Santa's going to be happy. Do you have one you'd like to read?
Oh, sure. I just opened this one from Allie Almero is what her name is. And she writes, Dear Santa, how are you? I am fine. Please send me a Cabbage Patch Kid and some construction paper. And she says, please send a candle to my mother. And that was nice. P.S. If you get to mailing this, I thank you. And on the back, it says, I love you, Santa. Isn't that nice?
Santa's going to be happy to get all these letters. We got some more. One from Jeremy Cole, one from Justin Harida, from Chris Von Voorhees. I remember that one.
That was a nice one.
Esther Barnachia. Oh, and if we don't pronounce your name right, Santa will know. He knows just about everything. Jeremy Frank and Beth Wilson wrote. Issa Stevens wrote. Ian Houlihan, Jamie Shelley Jody, James and Kathy Quill wrote. Robbie Swartwood, Jason Dean, Kenny Thompson, Sabrina Yoder wrote, Tommy Phillips, and Sam Carroll. We also got a nice letter from Sarah's mom. I have a letter here I'd like to read. It's from Chris Fox, and he writes for he and his brother, Gary.
Oh.
But I think Chris does the writing. He must be a little bit older. It says, Dear Santa, I'm writing to you for me and my brother. I'd like a sled and a bike, and my brother wants a night rider. Happy Christmas, Santa. I'll make you a Christmas tree cookie. Have a good ride, and be careful, and don't catch a cold or fall off, and feed your reindeer. And let me know if Rudolph's nose glows in the dark. Love, Christopher and Gary Fox. You know Rudolph, don't you?
I sure do. I know him very well. And let me tell you, Chris, his nose does glow.
We got some more letters.
Yes, we got some more letters. I just want to mention we got a really nice letter from Timothy Pearl, who wrote and said he's going to leave some milk and cookies out for Santa, which was very nice.
That's nice. And Santa's going to get a beautiful letter from Morgan Haley that she did herself and drew.
Well, let me tell you, Holly, I got some more letters from Christiana Robinson,
Wow.
Candace Tatum, Angela Morton, Eddie Dysinger, I think that's his name, Philip Cretu, Passion Buford sent us a letter, Dale Walker, Marcus Scott Pendergrass sent us a letter together, Robert Walker, Carla Alvarez,
I remember that one.
Nicole Langford, Jason Brissett, Richard Barcinas, Stephen O'Flynn sent us a nice letter, Melissa Wilcox, Stephanie Ordan, Scott Stockwell, Chris Christensen, Jeremy Christensen also sent us a letter with his brother, and Stephen and Monica Agostini, Charity Wilson, Carrie Lynn Witherall, and remember the letter we got from Eric Bossy?
I remember that.
And the list goes
I
on
have
and on.
one right here. This is from Nigeria Bell, and she drew pictures of
Oh,
Santa
that's
and
a nice
snowman
picture.
on it. She wrote, and she said, my name's Nigeria, and I'm 7 years old. I live in Schweinfurt, Germany. I have a sister and a brother, and what I'd really like for Christmas is there to be peace and love in the world. She also asked for a few presents and asked for things for her brother and sister, too. And that was a real nice letter from Nigeria Bell. But that's about all the time we have today, but we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be reading some more letters. So keep on writing, because Santa's looking for your letters. So are we. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Welcome back to Santa's Post Office. If you wrote, we got your letter. Boy, we're busy, busy, busy. Lots of mail for Santa. Speaking of busy, I wonder where Punkle is. He was supposed to take that box out back about an hour ago. Punko! Hey, Punko!
What do you want, Holly? I'm kind of busy right now. I'm working on a special project.
Well, you said you'd take these boxes out back for me. Did you forget?
No, I didn't forget. It's just... What is this stuff anyway?
Well, it's boxes that people forgot to put addresses on, or they didn't put stamps, or it got damaged in the mail and there's no return address, so we can't deliver it. We're just going to have to store it out back.
Hey, look. It's busted open and it's got postage due on it. There's a stuffed lion in there.
That's cute, but we really should pack it up and take it out back, because we have to send it back to the main post office. What's this, Punko?
Oh, that's my magic dust. I sent away for it.
Only thing is, I sort of lost the instructions and I'm not sure how it works. But I'll figure it out someday.
Well, in the meantime, come on, I'll help you. Let's get this stuff out back.
Okay, I get it. Whoa. Stand back, Holly. I'll protect you.
Look, Punko, it's a real lion. Who are you?
Who are you?
I don't know, but I've been in that package for a long, long time.
Your magic dust must have brought it to life.
I am a genius.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Genius. Is this my new home?
Oh, my name isn't really Genius, although it should be. I'm Punkle, and this is Holly.
Hello there.
Is this my new home?
Can she stay, Holly? Can she stay? You could use some help around here, and that'll give me time to work on my satellite dish.
Well, I guess since there's no way to deliver, yeah, the lion can stay with us.
Totally awesome, Holly. By the way, what's your name?
I don't have a name, Mr. Genius Punkle.
Well, Holly, we have to come up with a name for her. What should we call her?
Well, why don't we let the lion decide for herself what she wants to be called? I mean, up until a minute ago, she was just a stuffed lion in a package marked postage due.
Hey, I've got it. We can call her Postage Due, and PD for short.
I like that.
PD. That's a great name, Mr. Genius Punkle.
Great. Hey, you don't have to call me mister. I'm just plain old Punkle. But I am going to be a famous inventor someday. I'm a genius. Hey, would you like to come and see some of my stuff? Great, come on, I'll help you down. Come on. This way.
Maybe he is a genius. Who knows?
Boy, inventing is sure hard work.
Yes, it is. But somebody's got to do it. Besides, who better to do it than me? I mean us.
That's right. Us.
Tell me, PD, are you magic? Or did you just come from magic?
Magic? What's magic?
Well, everyone knows what magic is.
Could you tell me, Punkle? You know everything.
This is true. Okay, magic is... Well, it's like when... Well, oh,
Hi, Punkle.
hello, Mr. Magic. Saved by the bell.
I've got some Christmas cards here I'd like to mail. Also, I've been expecting a package. Has it arrived yet?
That's right, it arrived just this morning. Here it is, right here.
Great. Who's your new friend?
Oh, that's PD. It stands for Postage Due. PD, this is Mr. Magic. He's a magician.
A magician?
Yeah, he does magic. He can tell you about magic. And maybe he can show us a few tricks. Of course, I'll stand by to help.
would you tell me about magic?
Why, sure, little lion.
Little Lion, I'm PD.
Okay, PD.
She's so sensitive.
So, what do you want to know about magic?
Everything.
Everything. Why don't I just show you?
Okay.
Could you take my cape?
Oh, sure, sure. Can I take your cane, too?
No, no, no. I'll do this.
Wow, look at that.
Wow.
PD, magic is very special, and it can actually happen at almost any time,
Whoa.
like that. Here, Punkle, could you take him?
Sure. Whoa.
Now, what I'd like to tell you is what magic is really about. See, magic is where illusion and reality come together. Let me explain. I have a balloon here, and Punkle, could you blow the balloon up, please?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
How big do you want it?
Just keep going. Also, do you have a large needle? A very big needle?
I think so. How about this one?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, could I have the balloon?
Sure.
Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let this needle represent reality and the balloon represent illusion. Now, where these two meet, we call it magic.
Whoa.
Now, of course, with all illusions, we must always return to reality.
Wow.
Now let me open the package I just got in the mail.
Okay.
Let me hold this.
Oh, good. This is a picture that I bought. It's a painting of Santa Claus.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no! There's no color on it.
Couldn't you put color in it by magic?
You're right, PD, I could. In fact, I even brought some special magic paint with me.
Whoa. Here.
Here. And I think I even have a paintbrush in my little purse here.
That's not a purse.
Well, yes, it is. You see, I've got my paintbrush down in here like this. Here, you can take that. Put this away. Now, let's take this and we'll paint this magically with those paints. And I don't want to get any paint on the frame, so let me take it out of the frame.
Okay.
Okay, now, Punkle, you can paint it. Now, those are invisible paints. And it only works, you can only see the colors when we use the magic words.
Oh, okay.
So why don't you paint this?
Okay. Do I say the magic words after or before?
After we do it.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter what color you put on, because they always go in the right places.
Oh, so I can just slop it on here.
Yep, they also stay within the lines.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, that's great. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put it back inside the frame like so. Okay? And then you're going to have to help me with this.
Oh, good.
Because this is a very magical time of the year. And so, of course, the magic words for this time of the year are Merry Christmas.
Oh.
So, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas! Oh.
It's magic. Can you do any other tricks?
Well, not really. I've got to think about it and work on my magic. But,
Whoa.
Oh, I love magic.
and Mr. Magic loves you too.
Say, boys and girls, if you'd like to write to Santa, write to Santa's Post Office, AFN Europe, APO 09757. That's Santa's Post Office, AFN Europe, APO 09757.
Boy, have we had a busy day. But this is my favorite part of the day when we can relax and read your letters to Santa. We've gotten a lot of letters, haven't we,
Oh
Punko?
boy, Holly, have we gotten a lot of letters. We got over 1,000 letters. And a
Wow.
lot of the kids are drawing pictures for us, and we're putting them up over the post office. and showing them to everybody. We got a lot of letters, though, and I'm going to read some of the names that I just read today. We got Teresa Fuego's letter. She's 14 years old. Stephanie and Melanie Stitt, and we have to tell Santa that Stephanie needs her 2 front seats this Christmas. We got Carl Bauman's letter. Larry and Laura and Allison Snodgrass wrote. Amber and Amy Anderson, and Baston Anderson also. Alicia Faulkner, she's from Ramstein. Nicole Ellis, Christine Cooper, Aaron Cooper, Mia Jones, Mary Ellen Jones, Nick Kelly, Stephanie and Lori Wyford wrote. Susan Hazeltine, Mike Larry, Katie and Annie Malone wrote us letters. Michael Weatherby, Stephanie Delgado, John Robertson, who is 24 years old, wrote us a letter. Chris Terry, Andy O'Banion, and the list goes on and on. And let me just read you a letter that I got just a little while ago, and it is from Ron Macy, I believe. He wants Oklahoma to win the National Football Championship and a victory for Dallas in the Super Bowl.
I know somebody that would like that.
And he also says to leave a bone for his fuzzy dog named Ralph.
That's nice. These are some of the letters I read, Punkle. One from Bobby Roush, William Stone, Adam Freund, who doesn't have any toys yet because his are all in his household goods.
Too bad.
So Santa, don't forget Adam. Sam Carroll, Jason A., Greg and Jesse DeJoynes wrote, Carrie Jo Heberling, Chris Crinton, that's a nice name, Crinton Bauman wrote, Jenny Conroy, Nikki from Bremerhaven wrote, Jason Lamb, Herbert and Brenda Gettysburg wrote, John Palucci, Jenny and Jeff Hickman, Christopher Markham, Warren Lopez wrote, he's from Heidelberg, David Harris, Dana and Patrick, I don't know their last name, but Santa will, and Justin and Robin Gates wrote, Angela Wright, Jamie Kelly from Heidelberg too, Sean Taylor, and Stanley Barber from JFK Village wrote.
Oh, that's nice.
And we want to wish a special Merry Christmas to the people from the 535th Signal Company in Kitzigan. A lot of them wrote letters to Santa. And I have a real nice letter here. It's from Heather, Holly, and Gary Guterich. And Heather wrote it. She's 5 years old. She helped Holly, her sister, and her brother Gary. And she wrote, Dear Santa, I want a Cabbage Patch, and my brother wants some trucks. I love you. Oh, yes, and my baby sister Holly wants a rattle and a ball. Well, thanks, Heather, for writing and helping your brother and sister, too. Who else do you have letters from,
Oh,
Uncle?
we have letters from Frieda Lank.
Yeah.
How do you say that?
Lankilde.
And she's 13 years old. We have David Fisher, Jason Whitaker, Chris Taylor, Mickey Ferlanis, I believe his name is, Mary and Tracy Eastham, Stephanie and Stacy Kitchliner, Mike Mulhern, he's from Mainz. Michael Corto, Michael Crotu wants us to ask Santa to send his toys to Texas. Okay.
He must be moving there.
Mary Ellen Jones wrote, Heather Stricker, William Stricker, Brian Stricker. Whoa. Jamar and Jennifer Lester wrote, Bernard Carton, Joey Tate, and Michael Tate wrote, Melissa Simo, Shannon and Shane Dombrowski wrote, Wesley and Michael Lance, Matthew Thomas, and he'll be in Kimsey around Christmas time, so Santa has to stop by there too. Robert Connor, Heather Parks, just about everybody.
Wow, that's a lot. And we'll get lots more letters. So don't forget to join us in Santa's Post Office tomorrow afternoon at the same time, and maybe we'll be reading your letter. Well, I wonder where Punkle is. He's an hour late. I'm beginning to get worried.
I am, too. He's not usually this late.
No.
Frohe Weihnachten.
Y prospero año nuevo.
What did you say?
Well, Punkle said Merry Christmas in German, and I said, and a prosperous New Year in Spanish.
You mean other people have Christmas, too?
But sure, PD. And in Italy, they say Bon Natale.
And in France, they say Joyeux Noël. Well, Christmas is celebrated in a lot of different countries in a lot of different ways. Believe it or not, in some places it's hot, like Australia.
I knew that. Hey, I'm gonna go get some more boxes.
Okay.
Holly, I've never celebrated Christmas before. How
are lions supposed to celebrate Christmas?
I wish I could help you, Petey, but you're the first lion I've ever known.
I know. I'll discover like Mr. Genius Punkle. I'll find out how lions celebrate Christmas around the world, and then I'll decide how I want to celebrate myself.
Well, that's a great idea, PD. Why don't you get Punkle to help you?
Yeah, he knows everything. He told me so himself.
Oh, he did he? Well, you don't have much time to lose because Christmas is only 14 days away. Maybe you could help Punkle with the mail, and then he'll have more time to help you.
Grufflemus!
What was
What was that?
Oh, that was just Merry Christmas in Lionese.